Hey guys, good evening. It's November 29th today, a couple days after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This is Aquatic Bob's. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video. I've heard it from a few fans, followers, supporters of the channel, and maybe even some people who really don't care. Boy, some of this stuff is just looking absolutely amazing. But more than an update, I guess it's kind of going to be an update. But I really wanted to talk about some of the new additions I've had to my systems, what's coming, and I got some new fish today, which is really cool. And boy, some of the colors on this are really cool. Acros are hard to tell in videos. Actually, all the coral is hard to tell true colors. Sometimes it's like an oversaturation of a certain color, and other times it's undersaturations, and sometimes it just doesn't look at all the same. The better the quality camera you have, the more likely you are to capture true colors. But I don't even have a filter on this camera. I'm just running it at 9900 Kelvin. And then changing the white balance in post video, just kind of like a simple editing. Sorry, it's really hard to see the Rocky Balboa back there. You can see a little bit of it. It's coming. All acros that I get, this is a good tip for anyone buying higher end acros. When you buy them, you'll see those peak colors in them, and really a lot of nice color shades. But unfortunately, after going through shipping, a lot of times, not every time, a lot of times it loses some of the peak colors. Especially if the coral gets a little too cold or too warm during the shipment, and it stresses them. They'll lose some of that peak coloration. They'll kind of dull out. But it can come back. If you provide a healthy home for your coral, I guarantee your corals can get as colorful as you originally saw them. Provided they're not being like manipulated. It's one thing to pull back the blue light. You know, pulling back the blue light in video and picture editing is really just revealing more of the coral colors. It's not actually oversaturating. It's just removing more of the blue light. But there's hue to saturation and hue to luminescence, and you can manipulate those, so you can actually change like pinks to be greens and green to be blue. Like you can edit any color pretty much and change them, and then you can oversaturate those colors. So there's a lot of editing tools at our disposal, but provided the picture or the video isn't being like over manipulated, I can pretty much guarantee that any color coral that you see, you can get those colors out of it. Provided the right lighting and tank chemistry, water chemistry. So, yeah, I made a bold decision. I dipped probably about 15 Acropora. We're gonna go downstairs to my new tank in a second. I promise you guys it's gonna be worth it. I made a bold decision. I dipped some of the Acropora, the newer or the nicer, higher end stuff, in a algae killing solution. I'll just show you. I think I got the. Oh, here it is. You can kind of see 3% hydrogen peroxide. So my test was doing a diluted one, probably about 50-50 with tank water. Some people just say use regular water. I just use tank water because it's a little less stressful on the coral too. And then I did one 100% hydrogen peroxide, where it was just hydrogen peroxide, no tank water. But I only dipped the plugs to the base of the coral for about 10 seconds. maybe some 15 seconds or so. I wasn't exactly counting and timing. No corals died. However, I have noticed that a few of them, kind of like around the plug area, are slightly darker. Like, where's a good example? Looks like all of them have kind of come back within the last couple days. There was just a couple days ago. I actually really don't see any that are different now. But for the first day or two, oh, here's one you can kind of see maybe. The Miss Piggy right up front here. It just got darker. Like, not like gray or brown, just the colors got more rich. I thought they were about to like expel or something and just jump ship, but they didn't, and here we are. So anyways, I feel like the treatment was successful, and if you look back a video or two ago, this entire rack was covered in algae, kind of like some hair algae. I did order a sea hair, by the way, too. It's coming tomorrow or the day after. I had a few patches kind of growing in the back that I didn't notice. But yeah, and now the entire rack is clean, so my mind's like a squirrel sometimes. But anyways, yeah, so that's how this tank is doing. There's just too much to talk about. Sorry I haven't been making videos more regularly. It's been really busy with the holidays. But things are really looking good. I love coral. I love this hobby. I love that it's a business for me. I've been selling a lot of coral. I'll show you down in the sump quick, and then we'll head downstairs. But yeah, you can check out my website, aquaticbobscoral.com. Otherwise, I'm selling a lot of stuff on eBay too, just until I get like a richer clientele. I don't mean like more money. I mean like thicker clientele. I don't mean like thick, like I just mean more people. Sorry. Just get away in there. Oh, baby. Bunch of OG bounces. But yeah, so things are good. I have a lot more coral than it kind of looks like, I think, too. And I got some really nice chalices on the way. Super, super nice chalice corals on the way. It's going to be so cool to show you guys. But let's head downstairs. I'll be right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Something is like spewing in the water. Not sure where it's coming from, but I made it down here just in time to catch the last little part on camera. But yeah, buddy, here we are. So lots changed over the last couple weeks. You guys can see that. Got a 10-pack rock flower anemones for sale. It's up on eBay. These are really nice ones too. I'm surprised it hasn't got that many hits. I know it's hard to tell, like when you're buying stuff. When you see it in real life, it's so much better and different. I did get, let's see if he'll come out and play. What a pretty fish. Where'd he go? This leopard wrasse. I got him today. Let's see how he does. A lot of people say they're an expert level care fish or expert level care, and I know that that's true. I know they can be very difficult and finicky. So my secret is to give them a good diet, keep them very happy and healthy. Here's a couple of OGs I cut a couple of weeks ago, healing up really well. This is something weird that happened. A couple of my nice acans here just started shredding. I think the fish was eating them. One of my fish that was in here, the butterfly fish, he wasn't really eating. And I had him from my tank upstairs, from my dad's tank, and the tank that we tore down, and I think he might have been eating some of these. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, which kind of would explain, like, if he was just starving and trying to eat the coral because he was so hungry. Very sad. I always hate seeing really any fish die, much less a really beautiful, more expensive fish. But that's probably the last time I'll ever get one. I had him because he was a Aptasia controller up at my dad's. So, unfortunately, he has passed and will no longer be with the Aquatic Bob's farm. So, rest in peace. Anyways, very, very beautiful chalice coral right here. I don't know if this is going to do it any of the justice that it deserves. This piece is just, it's incredible. I've never seen a piece like this in real life with kind of the color. It's almost like an Army ACU uniform mash of colors. They're not the same colors, but yeah. And here's kind of one of your cool two-tone chalices with like a cool green patch in that divot where the shade is. You know, it's kind of hard to see. And this chalice, this is a question I asked some other reefing buddies. See in the front right corner, it got damaged during shipment. So this is one of the really cool ones I got from Ben with BSA. And unfortunately, it took a little damage in shipment, and I've had to cut it a few times. And it just keeps receding. Like, this is just a very small piece, about maybe a sixth of what was left of it. And I've cut it, and it's just not doing that great. Here's a different little rainbow chalice. There's a couple of the pieces that are just about completely toast. Just really sad to see that happen to this coral. I might try to cut it one more time, but the more you cut it, the more stress you put on it too. Here's a couple other cool little rainbow pieces I bought. Another one from Ben. I've kind of had a chalice infatuation. Here's some more that I bought. And just a spoiler alert, some of the really nice corals that I have coming are actually chalice corals. Really nice rainbow chalice. And I'm not going to put a picture on the screen. I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to come back and watch some of the next videos. But yeah, they are nice. I'm just going to say that. They almost look fake. I hope they're not fake. I hope they're real. I think they will be. But anyways, you know, I just want to take a minute and just encourage you guys. It's the holiday season, right? And between you and I, and maybe your families are involved in this holiday too, you know, it gets so easy to just spend so much time with our tanks and so much time just doing what we love to do, you know, even if it's maintenance, whatever. You know, the more that you care about this, the harder you work and the more that you put into it. And I just want to encourage us to be conscious of our families too. And this is really a reminder for myself more than anybody else is, you know, our families probably sacrifice a lot for us to be able to do this. You know, the money and the time that we put into this. And maybe you're making money back like myself, you know, and you're selling stuff, and maybe you've got to the point where it's even self-sustaining, or maybe you're even making money on it. But maybe think of some cool ways to involve your family this holiday season and be a blessing to them. Be a blessing to your friends and some other people that are in the hobby, whether it's selling a coral and giving a cool little freebie, or just being there to encourage someone and tell them, hey man, nice job, nice tank, nice corals. Looks like you're doing this really well. Even if their tank is struggling, sometimes just a word of encouragement can go a long ways. And that doesn't mean you'd have to be dishonest. We can still be honest and kind. Sometimes honesty does hurt, and sometimes that's the best thing that people need is the truth, right? So, but anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate every step of the way that you guys have been with me. There's some more of the new fish that are coming out. It's just cool. Like, this is really cool. I thought, man, how neat is it that I have a handful of people reaching out to me questioning when I'm going to make another video because I haven't made one for a few weeks. That's cool to me. That lets me know that you guys care about me, you care about what I'm doing, and you care about the hobby. And so I'm excited about that. I know this was kind of just like a quick hack job video, but hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the coral and the progress. Stay tuned. I'd like to do maybe another video or two over the next week and do some more in-depth updates, maybe talk about some of the equipment, some of the hardships, shortcomings, this and that, of how things have been going. But all in all, I hope you guys stay safe, have a blessed holiday, and again, just know that I appreciate you guys, even if I don't know you person to person. If you're a human being, you were created on purpose, and you have purpose, and you are not a mistake. You are not a mistake, and you have a lot to offer this world. So, thanks for watching, guys. Aquatic Bobs, out.